Hello, what's up guys, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video we'll be looking at Skylords Reborn, and I'll be completing my last Christmas achievement on the Naughty Harvest. And once you complete this Christmas achievement, you're able to obtain the promo Frost Mage. So it is very exciting to get a new promo card, and Naughty Harvest itself is not too difficult as compared to Bad Harvest. I'll be showing you a run with 4 players because I'm unable to complete this map on solo, and even if I complete this on solo, I don't think a lot of people can manage it. The longest time I've survived on Naughty Harvest on solo is about 13 minutes. Very long, but I'm still unable to create a good defense and create troops to attack Santa at the end as the final boss. So very difficult to play this on solo, but I think for 4 players it's really easy, and I will be showing you what each position would do. Anyway, this is my deck. It's a generic nature deck, very well balanced, so I don't really have a Naughty Harvest position 2 deck since I'm playing position 2. So yes, let's get straight into this video. I will be covering what each player's position is to do. So for the first position and the second position, it's basically to just start off by clearing some areas, maybe probably up to like the second or the third engineer, the Santa's present engineer. Then one of the players, either the position 3 or position 4, would take over and clear off the Santa Claus by using its fallen Skyelf and also the Necrofury trick to one-hit the Santa Claus. For position 4, what this player does is that at the beginning it will help defend position 3's base and clear off the camp here so that you prevent more enemy units from attacking the main base and also the walls of the Wagon. So afterwards, position 4 is in a very good place to obtain 4 orbs because the defenses here not really strong, and you can destroy the base here fairly easily, and then also get the 4th orb once you got like 3rd orb here. And lastly, of course, position 3 is the hardest, the toughest one. You have to defend the gold Wagon. So what the Sergeant Salty did was to Ensnaring Roots with Werebeast so that the Werebeast can run smoothly without any of the shadow units chasing the Werebeast. So the toughest is really position 3 to defend the Wagon, and the hardest is of course the first wave where the Dreadnought, War Eagles and the Ice Spikes come. The first wave should be coming up shortly. Yep, the Dreadnought, the Ice Spike. And yep, the position 4 is very important too to defend position 3's base, as he is focusing on defending the Gold Wagon. Of course, Breeding Grounds, probably one player will be playing nature, and Breeding Grounds will be helpful for all of your team members to reduce unit costs. So for position 1 and 2 is really simple. You just have to have really good tier 2 units to clear off enemy bases. It's better to have a good long range unit or ranged unit. I'll be using Spike Roots, and position 1 be using mostly the Fire Stalker, so that its long range ability can kill off enemy units and take down buildings. So yes, this is what position 4 does. Clear off the spawning camps. After it clears off the spawning camps, you'll place a Spike Root here to take down any frost units that comes through this main enemy base area which we can't enter. So yes, for position 3's defenses would be to summon cannon towers and defenders. So what makes this much more difficult compared to Bad Harvest is because of the War Eagles and the Ice Spikes. Both of them have abilities that will continuously cast every 30 seconds, and the War Eagles, every 15 seconds it will knock back your units on the wall. So for defenders, I would recommend you to use the Stand Ground ability so that it won't be knocked back by War Eagle's Sonic Screech attack or Sonic Scream. So the defenders mainly attack the Ice Spikes and the War Eagles because it has a L counter, while the Cannon Tower focuses on the Dreadnought. Yeah, as you can see, the defenses isn't that perfect, but even though this defense isn't perfect, you can bring down the Dreadnought and the War Eagle, so not to worry if you always have your defenders get knocked back. But yeah, make sure that when it goes onto the wall, have it stand ground immediately so that you're able to have your defenders continuously attack enemy units and not be knocked back off the walls, and it's very difficult for it to get back on the walls again. Yeah, so very close call here. Less than 1000 health, but with a couple of more units spawning to take down the Dreadnought, shouldn't be a problem. The issue now is the War Eagles. You have to take down the War Eagles. Yeah, look at ITAP with its 5-stalker army. Very helpful because it really has long range and siege to take down the buildings.
Destroy the source of the flame.
So, yep, as you can see, stand ground. Even though with the Sonic Scream ability, the defenders would still be on the wall. Also, don't forget to use the Glaciation. Very useful to give your defenders more attack power. The Red Affinity Glaciation. Yeah, I'm ready to attack the base with 7 Spike Roots. For ITAP, about 7 5-stalkers as well. 7 to 8. 7 5-stalkers. And yes, Spike Roots here. So once the first wave is down, you have time to bring up your third monument for the position 3 base. And for position 3, the main defenses will be using the root network, especially to use Razorleaf to attack or defend the base, and have a couple of Thornbugs and Sylvan Gate to buff up your root network. So why position 3 will be using the Razorleaf is because it's a unit, and secondly, he has Healing Well, so Healing Well will keep regenerating Razorleaf's health. 2 Healing Well in fact, and Razorleaf would probably be kind of invincible. And not only that, because Razorleaf has a very far attacking range, it can even kill off the Construct, which would spawn from the second wave onwards. Yep, Construct. And Construct has a very far attacking distance, and also has Siege, so you wouldn't want to have a building to defend against Construct. And not a lot of buildings has long range as compared to Razorleaf. Exception is the Worldbreaker and a couple of artilleries. But mostly they only deal, these long range buildings only deal damage to ground units, but Razorleaf attacks air units as well, so War Eagles are damaged as well. So Healing Gardens are slowly up. And what is good about this play is that position 4 also uses root network, so position 4 can help to buff up position 3's defenses as well. Later we'll see in the game where they will build a couple of Sylvan Gates to connect the entire root network of the bases from the main base all the way to the Wagon base. So I don't really need to show you a lot on position 1 and 2 because it's really simple to destroy the bases. My Spike Roots would be able to destroy all the bases up to the engineers. As you can see, Sylvan Gates up, and the root network can be connected quite far because of the Sylvan Gate. So it's really a very good thing to build the Sylvan Gate. So let's fast forward a little bit. So once the position 3 has tier 3 and this setup kind of done with Sylvan Gate, 2 Healing Gardens, a couple of Thornbugs, you are quite assured that the base will not be destroyed. As you can see, damage dealt very strong by the Razorleaf, so no issues at all. Healing Well will continuously heal the Razorleaf.
Excellent. That's one of now find the other two.
Yep, and once you have that set up, you can build the rest of the power wells and get 4th orb. Yep, and another set of Razorleaf to defend the bottom area where the frost units come from the main camp. And Sylvan Gates to connect the entire root network together. The connection range is really long for the Sylvan Gate, so recommend you to have the Sylvan Gate. And yeah, just look at this big connection. The Razorleaf itself is really strong, getting the most support from its root network connections.
Your forces are under attack. Good.
Yeah, so this is how you defend the base. After a while, the spike roots are of no use, so they become support for the root network. And yes, look at it, the construct just instantly got destroyed. The other enemy units as well. And going smoothly for position 1 and 2 with our tier 3 units. And so once the base is kind of like secured, either position 3 or position 4 will come to finish the ending, which is to kill Santa Claus once all the bases are covered. For position 1 is very important to cover the base because I have the position 2 covered pretty strong. So position 1, another Razorleaf would come to defend. And as you can see, post 3 is going for the kill. Sergeant Salty with the Necrofury. So end look of the Naughty Harvest defense will be 2 Razorleaf, 2 healing well with a Sylvan Gate, a couple of Thornbucks. Over here, 2 Razorleaf, 2 healing wells. Similar setup. Spike roots to add with the root network, a couple of Sylvan Gate to connect the entire map with root network. And the top, just need 1 Razorleaf is good enough. And yes, just once the entire defense is done, your post 4 or post 3, usually they have more power, more op, and more time to prepare, would come and take down the final boss Santa Claus with its Fallen Skyelf and Necrofury, which when Fallen Skyelf is used with its like Visions of Despair ability, your Necrofury also with the Unholy Hero with the Bone Shard, Santa Claus is immediately killed and you win this Naughty Harvest game. So this is how we pushed and win Naughty Harvest. And if you like my video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and complete your Christmas achievement to obtain your promo Frost Mage. So this is my promo Frost Mage and it is lovely to get the card.